Holy crap, did you see that Nintendo Direct? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the arcade and another episode of the Lounge BBS, a show here in the arcade that tips its hat to the old bulletin board systems and offers a place where we can just sit around, lounge out, and talk about anything we really want to. I know the setup's a little different today, but I just wanted to make this video real quick talking about the Nintendo Direct that just happened. And oh my gosh, is there so much awesomeness that is about to come to the Nintendo Switch. Just oh my god. So when this Nintendo Direct aired, I was actually at work. I just started my new job at a game store, and we had the Direct playing. And the bad part is the part that breaks my heart is the stream glitched out at the very end, so we didn't get to see the last couple of announcements until me and the rest of the employees got home. So we missed the last little part, so I didn't get the initial raw reaction, and I had to stay away from social media to find out any of this. But oh my gosh, was this Nintendo Direct just this has probably been one of the most hyped Nintendo Directs and one of the most filled Nintendo Directs that I've ever seen, uh, or at least in a while. So they talked about a lot. There's a lot that I'm excited for. The first one coming out of the gate, they start off with Mario Maker 2. I never got to play the original Mario Maker on the Wii U, but I've seen so many videos on it. I've watched so much gameplay of it, and it just looks fantastic. They basically took the original formula, added new features, and then went ahead and released a sequel for the Switch users. And it looks like the interface looks really cool to use. So I was going to wonder how they use the Wii U pad, because you have two screens with the original Mario Maker, how they were going to implement doing the stuff on the pad versus stuff on the screen. It looks like they have a really cool window implementation that we're going to be able to use and customize. But I'm very excited to be able to get to do that because I missed out on a lot of the Wii U stuff, and I'm just glad that they're bringing a lot more Wii U ports over, so I can save money on trying to build a Wii U collection, even though I know I'm going to have to still do that at some point. The next one is one that I kind of have a love-hate relationship with, and that's the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series. I love Marvel games. I love the Ultimate Alliance series. I played the living crap out of them on the Xbox 360. The only part I don't like about it is that I don't have any friends to play with yet, or I didn't have friends to play with on the original one. Maybe that has changed, and I'll have some people to play with now, but it's awesome that Switch is getting a Marvel exclusive, but very excited about it. Can't wait to see how that turns out. There's another one. Looks like it was a Japan only game for a while. I don't know too much about it, but I do know there was an amiibo made from it a while back. And that's Box Boy. It looks like a really cool puzzle kind of platformer game. Kind of maybe takes its origin from Snake a little bit. Don't know how much I'm going to invest in that one. There's a demo released. I'll definitely check it out. Of course, they talked about Smash Bros. The new amiibos coming, the new update, Joker. They just pretty much kind of said they were working on it. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. How this game is still getting stuff. It's very interesting. It kind of like has the Mario Kart syndrome. But it got updated. It's got 2-player co-op now. It's got 5 new courses, which is really exciting. Now one of the big ones I'm excited about, we finally got to see some of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night running on the Switch. It's supposed to be coming out this summer. If you guys aren't familiar with Bloodstained by now, it is the spiritual successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night, made by the same people that created Symphony of the Night, the original same director. I can't remember. I'm horrible with names, so if you can let me know down in the comments below, that'd be fantastic. But it's from the same creator of Symphony of the Night, and it just looks beautiful. It looks like it's running great on the Switch. It'll be fantastic to play that in handheld mode. For Dragon Quest Builders is coming out in July, which is very fantastic. It's one I'm hopefully gonna be able to pick up. I never got to play the first one too much. But I am going through like a lot of the old Dragon Quest games, so I'm in a Dragon Quest mood for sure. So Dragon Quest Builders 2 is going to be coming, and that's fantastic. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's basically where they took the characters of Dragon Quest, combined it with Minecraft, and basically you build up your town, or you build up this big city. You just build, and you have to protect it from monsters coming in from the side. It kind of reminds me of like old RTS games like Stronghold and stuff like that, but with Minecraft and Dragon Quest. So really cool combination there. Dragon Quest 11. Oh, why are there so many in the line? But Dragon Quest 11 is coming to the Switch this fall. I have to play catch up so hard on, but it looks fantastic. It looks beautiful. I love Akira Toriyama's artwork in all of his games: Chrono Trigger, Dragon Ball, Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior here in America. It's fantastic. Starlink's getting an update, so it's actually a Star Fox update. So we're gonna be having the rest of the Star Wolves crew coming in, wreaking some havoc and creating some new levels, some new stuff for us to do in Starlink. So very okay with that. Oninaki Summer is actually, it looks like a really cool game. It's very similar to a Diablo style game, but with anime chicks. So this should be a really cool co-op game. Definitely looking forward to checking it out. The artwork looks fantastic, very vibrant, very bright. Looks like it has a lot of really good weapon combinations, and the creatures just look really unique. So I'm very, very excited to kind of see where this goes. And I'm sorry I'm jumping the camera around a little bit there. Fire Emblem 3 Houses got a release date for July 26th. I am so far behind on the Fire Emblem games. I'm a fan of strategy, but the last one I played was, I think, Resonance on the GameCube. It's just the Fire Emblem games never came down in price really, and I never was able to really pick them up. The next game they announced was Dead by Daylight on the Switch. Talk about Nintendo really taking a turn here, letting mature games come to the Switch. This is insane. Talk about Nintendo really pulling a 180 here. Dead by Daylight on the Switch, Mortal Kombat, all these other really mature games. It reminds me of going back to the Super Nintendo days, back when games were violent and bloody, and it was just awesome. Props to Nintendo for bringing this one in. Dead by Daylight, if you guys don't know, is a fantastic game. Go check out some of the gameplay. It is one of the coolest multiplayer games that I think is out there. It's also very similar to Friday the 13th. They're both very similar games. Where you have where you have a group of friends trying to go around and turn all these machines off and escape this area while there's a killer going around trying to capture everybody. And you can put them on meat hooks and have all these special abilities to try to capture and track down the victims. Or if you're in the group, you have ways of getting away or distracting and blocking off the path of the killer. It's a really awesome game, really cool for multiplayer, and it's coming out this fall. Very excited about that. Deltarune Chapter 1 is going to be coming out for free, and that's going to be super exciting. And Deltarune is the continuation of the Undertale series. Now, this next one I'm very excited about. Daemon X Machina is probably one of my most anticipated games. No, I do games a little bit differently. I don't research into them like crazy. I don't look at a lot of the already Let's Plays out there. I don't watch a lot of that stuff because I still like pretending like I'm back in the 90s and I have to wait for a gaming magazine or something like that. I don't want to know everything about a game before it comes out. I want to experience that kind of fresh and new. But this is an awesome mech style game coming out for the Switch that reminds me a lot of the old Gundam Fighters, or one of the games like Virtual On. You're in this mech suit, like sliding around, like blowing up these big enemies and just stuff like that. It looks really cool. The demo just released yesterday, and I definitely will be playing a demo of that here on the channel, so that's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to play that. Hellblade: Asuna Sacrifice. That now this game looks to be fantastic. I've heard nothing but good things about it. My buddy Church said it's definitely one that I have to check out, and he's never recommended a bad game to me whatsoever. Very excited about that. I still can't believe this is happening. Mortal Kombat 11 is coming out on the Switch, and I'm just super, super, super happy that we're going to be getting a new generation Mortal Kombat in handheld mode. That's going to be incredible. Very curious to how it's going to run on the Switch, but I'm just, either way, I'm excited. I actually really have liked the storylines for the last couple Mortal Kombats. It's been a very awesome new twist on the storylines. So I'm very excited to get to check out that title, and plus all the fatalities. It's gonna be incredible. Surprise announcement: we're getting Unravel 2 at the end of March. I never got to play it fully through on the first Unravel, but it is a fantastic, unique platformer where you're this little ball of yarn and you use yarn to kind of help you get through the level, but you can run out of yarn and you have to make sure you're getting through the level using the least amount of yarn that you can going all the way through. This one I don't understand. We were sitting at work and we were just like, why this one? Why not release an entire collection? But Assassin's Creed 3 is getting a remaster for whatever reason. I don't know why they chose 3 to do this for the Switch, but when there's an entire Ezio collection, the original Assassin's Creed would have been good. Um, just I don't know why they chose 3. It wasn't my favorite out of the series, but it's going to be kind of cool to see an Assassin's Creed game on the Switch. I actually would have preferred Black Flag, to be honest. That one's my favorite Assassin's Creed, of course, so might be a little biased there. But I just think maybe we could have gotten a little more out of it if we got Black Flag and Freedom Cry. Now for some Final Fantasy news. Actually, I've also been in a Final Fantasy mood lately, and this just it was just right at the right time. We got Final Fantasy VII, port of Final Fantasy VII. I don't think it didn't look like it was the remake. There's just Final Fantasy VII port coming in March on the 26th. We're going to be able to play Final Fantasy VII on the go, which is going to be fantastic. Or the new Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon is going to be coming out on March 20th, right before Final Fantasy VII. So that is going to be just epic to start having more Final Fantasies on the system, as well as Final Fantasy IX just launched yesterday. So we're able to get our Final Fantasy fix right away. And that's very, very, very cool. Now, this next game took me by surprise. Oh my gosh. Just from what I saw, I didn't get to see much of it. Astral Chain. This looked like a mixture between Attack on Titan and Freedom Wars for the PS Vita, mixed in with this super futuristic esque anime style action adventure battle game. It looks amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more about it, and I will definitely probably be talking about it in the future. And that was supposed to be coming out August 30th. So very excited to get to check that out. Of course, they talked about Bayonetta 3, saying that they were still working on it, and hopefully we'll get an announcement more closer to E3 on that one. But the biggest announcement, and the one I am freaking out the most over, oh my gosh. The scene opens up, and it's completely hand-drawn anime style. This water is just brushing over this in this storm. This lightning is striking, and you see this boat out there in the middle of the ocean, and you see this little green hat and this teenager or young male sitting there fighting with the sail, trying to get through. And then you see it. You see Link's face, and we're like, "Yes, another Zelda game." And then it turns to daylight, and it opens up. You see this volcano, and then the giant egg. Immediately we knew what it was. Immediately we were like, oh no, oh my gosh. They did an HD remake of the original Game Boy game, Link's Awakening. It looks incredible, but it looks weird at the same time. I don't know if I'm a fan of it yet or not, but the way Link looks reminds me of some of the old Christmas claymation movies, like Rudolph and Frosty the Snowman and stuff like that. It has a very heavy, his character creation has a very heavy vibe like that. And everybody thought Toon Link looked a little goofy. This Link looks pretty goofy, but the levels look incredible. The game looks phenomenal. The just the surrounding areas, the music playing, just the combat, and just everything about it looks so incredible. I just can't get used to Link's eyes. But it is probably what we freaked out the most about during the announcement. I'm pretty sure everybody did, because we have Breath of the Wild. We haven't had another Zelda game. We haven't heard about any Zelda game outside of rumors. So it's very awesome to see that they were true to the rumors, were true, saying we were going to get another 2D Zelda game, but it's kind of like a 2D 3D kind of mix mashup. Very excited to kind of see where this is going to go. And it looks like it has some other Nintendo properties in it. You see Link jumping on Goombas. So it's going to be very interesting to kind of see what Easter eggs are hidden in this game. Nintendo is very notorious for hiding stuff in their games, and it's just going to be awesome, especially for people who find it, and who knows when they're going to find it. We're still finding out stuff from NES games 20, 30 years later. So it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be amazing just to kind of see what Nintendo does with just such a classic title. I am blown away. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are blown away. And I know there's a lot that I left out in this. There was some other stuff that I didn't quite talk about, but and I'm sorry if you guys are fans of it and I didn't talk about it. But this is just the stuff that called out to me, and just how epic it was. Let me know what you guys think. What was your favorite part about the Nintendo Direct, and what are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments down below, or you can reach out to me on social media. I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys there on my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All those are linked down in the description below. And if you guys are new to the channel and you like this video, go ahead and slap a like on that, or go ahead and slap that like button. And if you guys didn't, give me a dislike and let me know what I can do to improve the videos. And if you guys are new to the channel, and if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to get notified whenever we post a new video here on the arcade. But yeah, just this was epic, guys. Thank you so much for watching, though, and I'll catch you on the sticks. Peace.